Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of the show alongside Mr. Wild Bill.
Hello, comic book fans. Welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Users. We're going to go do another Hulk battles. But who's he going to battle? I chose Wendigo. Or Wendigo.
Is that really how they're supposed to say that?
If you,
I don't know.
it's an inside joke.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
When I was in high school, there was a girl named Wendy. And this other guy kind of thought she was ugly. I didn't think she was ugly, but she was plain Jane. I'll give her some props. She wasn't ugly, but he used to call her Wendy. Like she was a pig.
Not very nice of him.
No, but I never forgot that. Wendigo. So anyway, there's Wendigo. Throw that in there. So this is the first appearance of Wendigo. Hulk 162.
They would fight again in a very, very important issue.
Yeah, 180. But we're not going to talk about that because there's really not much battle in that book because I looked at it.
Yep.
It's not much. There's only like a couple panels at the end. So, not worth it. So here you have first appearance. You got the Hulk. Now, in this part of the storyline, Betty Ross has recently married Glenn Talbot. Yep. And they're like on a honeymoon up in Canada. So the Hulk is going up to Canada to try and find her. He got to find his friend. So, up in Canada, the Hulk is roaming around. And of course, Ross with his battle plans to capture the Hulk.
As always.
So here we go. Hulk's walking around in the woods, lost. And he hears someone crying for help. And it's actually this guy, Paul, who is the Wendigo. Mm. And so Paul was out hunting with two other guys. Now, down in the bottom panel, there's this entourage looking for Paul and the other two lost hunters. So they sneak up on the Hulk. The Hulk hears Paul crying for help. The hunters start shooting at Hulk at his back. He turns around and he's like, damn, every time I go somewhere, humans always got to chase me.
That's right.
Shoot at me. So he starts grabbing these guys and throwing them around. And then this girl stops. This is Paul's sister in the bottom panel there. And she comes up and she's like, I'll take you on. And she starts smacking the Hulk. And Hulk's like, and she starts accusing him of hurting Paul. And he's like, you know, that's not right that you blame the Hulk for something he didn't do. But since you're hurt for your brother, I'll help you find him. You know, like kind of clear his name kind of thing. So Hulk goes out into the woods looking for Wendigo. And then over here, we change scenes to Talbot and Betty Ross on their honeymoon.
Having a grand old time.
Yeah. And she thinks the Hulk is dead from earlier issues. So Glenn is trying to prevent that from happening. That's her learning that the Hulk is alive, Bruce Banner, because he's afraid he'll get divorced immediately. But she's telling him in that last panel she's in love with him. So now, the Hulk, he's walking along in the woods searching for Paul, and on the other side of the rock there is the Wendigo sleeping. And meanwhile, he wakes up the Wendigo. And the Wendigo, the Hulk's like, oh, almost stepped on Monster. Monster's like, rawr. But because the Hulk doesn't attack, he's not in attack mode with the Wendigo. He's never seen the Wendigo before, but of course, the Wendigo throws a punch at the Hulk. And that's on.
So it begins.
So now this other guy down here starts crying for help. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. And Hulk's like, that's Paul. But it's really not Paul. And the guy's like, he's been laying on top of me, sleeping. He's going to finish me off. Help me, help me. So the Hulk starts fighting the Wendigo, thinking that that's Paul. But it's not. It's one of the other guys in that hunting party. So the Hulk and Wendigo, and the Wendigo's bigger than the Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
It gets to the point, and Wendigo's really, it throws the Hulk around. Hulk punches him back, right? Hulk punches him in the face. Wendigo picks up a boulder. Actually, Hulk picks up a boulder, throws it at Wendigo. It crushes. Doesn't really have any effect on the Wendigo. And then Wendigo gives the Hulk a nice uppercut. He goes flying off the mountain. Then the Wendigo picks up this hunter and throws him off the cliff. But the Hulk catches the guy and saves his life, thinking it's Paul, but it's not. It's one of the other three hunters. So he starts to tell the Hulk that they were chased by wolves and they got into a cave, and one of the guys died, and then I don't know if that, they don't clearly explain, but I don't know if that guy had the curse of the Wendigo, but Paul, starving, like, resorts to cannibalism. Because they were locked up for like 5 days in the cave. Yeah. So Paul starts to eat the dead guy, and of course he inherits the curse of the Wendigo.
And she hears the story, and she's like, oh my God, oh no, Paul.
Yeah. So now Paul, even though he's the Wendigo, he's like trapped inside the Wendigo. Kind of like Banner's trapped inside the Hulk.
Yeah.
And an ironic twist, Paul's asking the Hulk for help, but he's fading. He's like, Wendigo's taking over. And Hulk's like, don't know why, but Hulk hears Paul's voice, but Wendigo's lips don't move.
Right.
You know? So Hulk's like, I gotta beat up Wendigo to free Paul. I gotta release Paul somehow. But it doesn't happen. Major fight ensues.
Yeah, it's a pretty good battle. I forgot how good this was.
And then Wendigo's talking by himself, you know. Up here, he's starting to speak Wendigo. So Paul is pretty much gone at this point. Wendigo has taken over. But great action scenes. It's a slugfest, this book, you know. One of the greatest Hulk battles of a non-hero, I should say. I wouldn't really classify the Wendigo as a villain. More like a demented Bigfoot monster.
Yeah, he kind of got thrust into that villain thing, but he really isn't. And I'm not familiar with a lot of his battles with the X-Men, so I'm not sure how he ties in there either. But
I believe this is his first appearance.
Yep.
And, of course, it's Herb Trimpe art.
Yeah.
This is written by Steve Englehart, and Sal Trappiani is the inker, and Roy Thomas is the editor.
Interesting how on the front he's like saying this whole sentence there, but it's not what happens inside the book. This is my territory, intruder mine. He doesn't say that. He never thinks that, right? It's like
yeah, but that's what do you call that? Bait and switch.
Yeah,
gotta have something to attract attention, right?
Yep. So now I wonder.
It's definitely an attention grabber. The cover for sure. You know.
So after issue 180, so those are two battles. Did he ever fight Wendigo again after that, or did Wendigo just become like an X-Men thing, like forever? I don't remember, because it's Wendigo, other than these early Hulk issues, I don't really remember him much at all.
No, I don't. I didn't go in depth, but I did pull out 180. I was going to show it, but again, it wasn't much of a battle scene. So this is more intense.
Yeah.
So I left 180 alone. And my 180 is the facsimile reprint.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing missing from my whole collection is the real 180 and 181. But I have to hit the lottery to buy those books. Not paying $10,000 or $5,000 for one comic.
No,
thanks.
That's a little crazy.
It is
a little crazy.
So there you have it, the Hulk battle.
Hulk Wendigo.
Wendigo. So anyway, I hope you liked this Hulk battle of Wendigo from Comic Book Geezers. I'm Wild Bill saying thanks for being here. We thank you for your support, and we'll see you next time on Comic Book Geezers. What do you have planned next? What did you want to do?
We'll have to see. We'll keep everybody guessing.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for the next issue of Comic Book. Next episode.
Mystery.
It's a mystery. Yeah, I know. So I'm Pete for Wild Bill. Take care. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.
Take care. Bye.